And welcome to the third match of the evening. South Perth Alliance take on FutScarbs FC in what should be another exhilarating contest. South Perth Alliance coming off an astounding 10-2 win against the Scarborough Sharks last week. The FutScarbs were held at a 3-3 stalemate against the Condors. Running through the lineups for the FutScarbs, Alex Fazzola, the number 1 in net, Andre Duna, the number 5, Kayo Oyima, the number 8, Fernando Elias, the number 11, Halil Neto, the number 10, Kenneth Anderson, the number 12, Leo Silva, the number 14, Leonardo Ferreira, the number 6, Leonardo Nakamura, the number 16, Mateus Carvalho, the number 17, Norton Mara, the number 19, and Wagner Araujo, the number 9. And for South Perth Alliance, Nantuwat Rungsawang, the number 16. Justin Pearce, the number 10. Luca Berkamy, the number 4. Benji Mikhail, the number 15. Dara DeBerry, the number 7. Omar Chenawi, wearing the number 3. Bo Haynes, the number 8. Takehisha Kawakami, the number 2. Lachlan De Silva, the number 19. Rukuru Kano, the number 5. And Kichi Kato, the number 9. As we are moments away from getting kicked off, it will be Luca Bergamy, Benji Mikhail, Justin Pearce, and Bo Haynes for South Perth Alliance. For the FutScarbs, it's Carvalho, Elias, Norton Mara, and Leo Ferreira. Bergamy to Mikhail, back to Bergamy, fired off the left there by Luca Bergamy. Quick throw to Mateus Carvalho. Haynes to Rungsawang. Back to Haynes. Justin Pearce finds Haynes once more. And now Mikhail cuts inside and fires off the right boot. Mayra. Elias trying to scoop it over the top. Pearce. Out wide to Mikhail. Bo Haynes cuts inside, finds Benji Mikhail. And now Justin Pearce down the line to Haynes, who mistouches. Ferreira looks down the line for Mateus Carvalho. Here's Fernando Elias. Carvalho looks around the corner. Norton Mara. Across to Ferreira. And down the line, Justin Pearce with the high press. And a change of keeper shirt for a potential clash with the South Perth Alliance kit. Alex Fizzoa putting on a nice hot yellow t-shirt instead of the original black and yellow as it clashes with the South Perth Alliance navy blue. Pearce, the captain for South Perth, to kick it in. Mikhail, back to Pearce. Haynes. Back to Mikhail. Haynes once more, back post ball, looking for Mikhail's run, but couldn't quite pick him out. Mikhail, and that one deflected over the bar. South Perth Alliance will have another corner. Bergamy. In the middle, and Mikhail can't divert it toward the target. Pizzola throws it long into Mateus Carvalho. A great turn and shot, but an equally as brilliant save from Nantuwat Rungsawang. Fernando Elias, back post ball. Cleared away by Mikhail. Pizzola to Myra. And Myra unable to keep hold of possession. The sideline ball going the way of South Perth. Benji Mikhail. Here's Haynes. Back to Mikhail. Now Bergamy. Pierce. Mikhail. South Perth Alliance working the ball nicely. But the FutScarbs, Leo Ferreira doing enough. Pierce. And trying to connect with Boy Haynes, but they weren't quite on the same wavelength there. Fernando Elias. Ferreira. Carvalho on the ground. Loses out. Pierce back to Rungsawang. Pierce out wide to Haynes. He's got space to drive forward. Gets beyond Myra. Still going Boy Haynes. But the second defender wins it. Elias trying to squeeze it down the line. Haynes does well again. Plays it to Pierce. Omar Chenawi on now. Mikhail. Pierce. Now Chenawi. Loses out. Haynes has it. Myra. Was that a foul? Ref says no. And Norton Myra just clearing the ball away. As Boy Haynes checks off to the bench. Taka Kawakami on. Mikhail. Back to Kawakami. And now Pierce. Cuts inside. Justin Pierce. And his effort was blocked. Kawakami. Up the line to Pierce, who cuts inside. Back to Mikhail. A lot of possession early on for South Perth Alliance. Kawakami down the line, but Shadowy couldn't get a good enough collection on the ball. Mikhail. Forced back to Kawakami. Given away in the centre. Ferreira. And now Norton Myra chips forward, but picked up by Pierce. Mikhail. Now Pierce. Switches play. Kawakami. And a foul on Taka Kawakami by Mateus Carvalho. Kenneth Anderson coming on for the FutScarbs alongside Wagner Araujo. Mikhail starting over this one for South Perth Alliance. Pierce lays it off to Kawakami. FutScarbs get the block in. And now here's Kenneth Anderson. Kenneth Anderson for FutScarbs. But another great save from Rungsawang. Anderson takes it quickly. All the way back and through to Pizzoa. Quieras. Myra. Scoots it forward. Anderson heads it on. But couldn't pick out Wagner Araujo as Justin Pierce checking off to the bench. Mikhail. Shanawi. Down the line to Kawakami. Loses out to the larger frame of Norton Myra. And now the FutScarbs are on the counter-attack. But rolling through to Nantawat Rungsawang in the end. Shanawi. Mikhail. Kawakami. Mikhail back to Kawakami. Lovely switch out to Lachlan De Silva. But FutScarbs do just enough to prevent the ball from going to the back post. It's Dara Tabiri now. Mikhail. Myra on his case. Mikhail lays it off the line to Tabiri. Saved by Pizzoa. And Araujo losing out. Benji Mikhail checking off for Boy Haynes. Tabiri, Haynes, Shanawi. Across court, Boy Haynes tries to lay it off to Shanawi, who looked for De Silva at the back post. As Brian Quieras has gone down off the ball. The play has been stopped. 0-0 the score at the moment. But South Perth Alliance with the better of the chances from open play. FutScarbs are proving how much of a threat they really are on the counter-attack. The likes of Kenneth Anderson and Mateus Carvalho going forward are always so dangerous, but likewise for South Perth Alliance, the quality of Mikhail and Pierce in particular is a lot to ignore. Halil Neto inside. Araujo goes to ground and the referee blows her whistle for the free kick. Halil Neto standing over this one just beyond the 10-metre mark. He's got a decent shot from this kind of range, Halil Neto. And opts to go with a toe poke, but in at the side netting on this occasion. Rung Sawang. Jabiri. And now Chanui. De Silva. Lovely switch to Haynes, who fires off the left boot. But the effort was too tall. Kenneth Anderson breaking forward. Araujo cuts inside. Anderson couldn't find the target. A rolling foul going against South Perth Alliance. Along with a corner going FutScarbs' way. Neto. Anderson. Araujo mops it up at the back. Neto. De Silva. Chanui. Now Jabiri. Tries to get beyond Neto but can't. As Andre Duna on for the FutScarbs. Neto. Oyema and Duna mistouching. Omar Chanui. Oyema, a good challenge, and the foul has been called as the number 9 Kichi Kato on now for South Perth. Bo Haynes bursting forward, firing with the left-footed strike, but couldn't quite find the target. Neto sends it long. Jabiri gets something on it. Chanui loses out. Araujo, Neto, Duna, and tries to play it in between lines to Kyle Oyema, but couldn't quite place the pass where he wanted. Luca Bergamy on now. Jabiri. Kato in the centre. Is that a foul? Referee says no. Kato went to ground, but there wasn't enough contact for the whistle to be blown. Mateus Carvalho back on now for the FutScarbs. Jabiri. Haynes. Left-footed effort. Deflects behind on the opposite side. Haynes tries to pull the trigger. Kato goes to ground, and that time referee Tyner Campos had no choice but to blow the whistle. A free kick on an acute angle, 11 metres out from goal for South Perth Alliance.
Go, line of three. Line of three. Block him. No. Step up. No.
Bergamy to Haynes, but the pass needed to be on the ground and it wasn't. Mikhail and Pierce back on now for South Perth. And falls through to Pizoa. Here's Duna. Ball down the line to Carvalho. A lovely little nutmeg from Mateus Carvalho, but it's picked up by Mikhail, who tried to play it first time through to Bergamy, but the pass was blocked. 7 minutes left in this first half. Still yet to see a goal. Oyema, Duna. Well marshalled by Mikhail. Duna. Neto in the centre. Lovely feet from Pierce. And they had numbers forward there, South Perth, but the final ball from Pierce was behind Kichi Kato. Across the court, switch to Elias. Now Mateus Carvalho helps it on to Oyema. Back to Carvalho. Tries to cut inside. Carvalho goes to ground. The referee not buying it, but although it may not have been a foul, Carvalho does seem to be in a fair amount of pain. It looks like he was hit in the ribcage or something of that matter. And he will be helped up. But it looks like he will remain on the court. The FutScarbs with a side ball to take with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock. Oyema. And a bit of off-the-ball action between Carvalho and Mikhail. That will be one to keep an eye on. South Perth Alliance pressing very high. Pizzoa blasting it long. Carvalho had no choice but to head it into touch.
Let's go, boys.
Keiichi Kato now for South Perth Alliance. Mikhail Pierce bursting down the byline. But running out of room is Leo Ferreira and Norton Myra. Well, Leo Ferreira back on. Norton Myra getting ready to make the change. Chip forward. Here's a chance for Carvalho. And it's gone in somehow. Mateus Carvalho continues on his monumental goal-scoring form and puts FutScarbs in the lead. 1-0, perhaps against the run of play. Getting a talking to from the referee about his celebration. He taunted the bench, but hasn't been cautioned just yet. However, I believe if he repeats the same again, he will be. Mikhail looking for a quick response. And pulling that one across the face of goal, but just couldn't quite find the bottom corner, nor was there a back post runner. Carvalho's touch was heavy. Mikhail Pierce trying to get beyond Carvalho. Fires from distance. Carvalho blocks it. Leyland. Sorry, my bad. Bergamy. I was looking at referee Annie Farrow. And I don't know what came out of my mouth just then, but nevertheless, Fernando Elias in the center to Ferreira. And Ferreira, a bit of miscommunication, almost gives it away. Norton Myra belting it through to Nanchawarang Sawang. And now here's Benji Mikhail. Bergamy. Cuts inside, fires from distance, fallen to Mikhail. It's hit the post, very nearly. Now another chance for Carvalho. A good save from Rung Sawang, who palms it away on the second attempt. But both teams coming extremely close to a goal in a matter of seconds. Ferreira. Inside to Carvalho. Back to Rung Sawang. Long ball over looking for Kato. And now Pizzoa distributes it short with Fernando Elias. Looks for Araujo in the center. And it will be a FutScarbs sideline ball taken quickly. Elias cuts inside. Still going Fernando Elias. Tries to square it. But the South Perth defense holding up. Omar Chinawi coming back on for South Perth Alliance. Myra back in the corner. Elias lifts it over the top. Chinawi all the way back to Rung Sawang. Back to Chinawi. Justin Pierce. Chinawi looking back for Pierce. Mikhail skips for the pass all the way to Bergamy. Back to Benji Mikhail. An audacious strike and couldn't keep it anywhere near the target. Pizzoa goes long, but couldn't find Wagner Araujo. Haynes. 2 minutes left on the clock in the first half. It's Justin Pearce for Alliance. Plays it through to Berkamy. Haynes. Back rolls it to Chenoweth, but it's given away. Fernando Elias. Is he going to be able to keep it in? Not quite. The FutScarbs think a foul should have been called. Referees letting play continue. Justin Pearce now. Chenoweth. Berkamy in the centre, demanding the ball. Gets it, but forced to retreat all the way back to Pearce. Pearce finding Chenoweth. Chenoweth looks to lay it off. Norton Myra being pressed high by Pearce, and the sideline ball going the way of South Perth Alliance. Inside, the FutScarbs playing with it dangerously at the back. Pizzoa. Fernando Elias. Berkamy wins it. Now here's Chenoweth. Well saved from Pizzoa. Elias. And given away to Chenoweth, who misses a very easy chance. Elias appealed for the handball, but it wasn't given by the referee. Chenoweth with a golden opportunity to draw South Perth level, but was unable to find the back of the net. Myra chips it over the top to Duna. And Bo Haynes shouldering it out. It's Rikuro Kano on now for South Perth. His first moments of the match. And a timeout called by South Perth Alliance. The goal scorer that separates these two sides at the moment is Mateus Carvalho. FutScarbs currently lead 1-0. We'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment. And a minute and 9 seconds left on the clock before halftime. For South Perth Alliance, it's Dara Tabiri, Bo Haynes, Rikuro Kano, and Omar Chenoweth. For the FutScarbs, it's Halil Neto, Wagner Araujo, Brian Quieros, and Andre Duna. Will we see a goal before the break? Neto. Haynes wins it up high. Still going Bo Haynes. Trying to find an avenue to goal, but couldn't. Here's Haynes once more. Lovely feet from Haynes, and it took a deflection, which almost turned it on target. But nevertheless, a corner for South Perth Alliance to follow. 47.5 seconds left now. Haynes down the throat of Pizzoa. He's looked good tonight, Bo Haynes. Can he score the goal to draw them level? Another shot cracked off the left. And this time a chance for Dabiri to do the same. Dara Dabiri tries to cut inside, loses out. Haynes gets it to Chenoweth. A good chance for Omar Chenoweth. And it's gone in. An exquisite piece of skill by Omar Chenoweth to draw South Perth Alliance level with 34 seconds left before halftime. Neto inside, Dabiri, Haynes, back to Dabiri, switches it out to Haynes, Kano, down the line to Chenoweth, Good tackle from Neto. Picked up by Kano. Great challenge from Duna. Given away to Dabiri, who has a bit of a heavy touch. And with 6 seconds left on the clock, it's a FutScarbs side ball. They punch it long. It's only eaten up 2 seconds. A chance for the FutScarbs for one last crack, but time will run out. As the halftime whistle goes, South Perth Alliance 1, Omar Chinabi, FutScarbs 1, Mateus Carvalho. Make sure you stick around for all the second half action of this extremely exciting contest. We'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia. Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest...
With the second half action, Bergamy, Haynes, Pearce and Mikhail for South Perth Alliance. For the FutScarbs, it's Fernando Elias, Norton Myra, Kenneth Anderson and Mateus Carvalho. A goalkeeping change as well. Alex Pizzoa checking off for Leonardo Nakamura. Mikhail spreads play out wide to Pearce. Back to Mikhail. Pearce once more. Tries to play the ball through for Haynes. And they've got a kick from the sideline to South Perth Alliance. A chance to line up. Benji Mikhail is good from this kind of distance. That one cleared away by Kenneth Anderson, but it could have been goal bound if it wasn't for the number 12's defensive acumen. Haynes. Mikhail once more striking it off the right boot. Fernando Elias putting the block in this time. Mikhail, Pearce. Back to Mikhail. Switches play to Haynes. Inside to Pearce. Back to Mikhail. Spreads it out wide to Pearce. He looks to cut inside, but blocked by Fernando Elias once more. Mikhail again. Featured in the Team of the Week last week for an exquisite performance of 3 goals and 1 assist against the Scarborough Sharks. And he's been good today also, hitting the upright at the midpoint of the first half. Anderson loses out to Mikhail. Was there a foul in there? Referee says no. Anderson, Myra. Great ball through to Carvalho. Bo Haynes overcommitted, but Carvalho couldn't get his touch to sit for him. Rangsa Wang to Mikhail. Mikhail walks it up the court. Plays it across to Haynes. Haynes looks down the line, and now there's pressure on coming from the FutScarbs. And a foreign object entering the court. So play has been halted. And we'll restart with a drop ball through Nantuwat Rungsawang. Rungsawang plays it to Haynes. Here's Mikhail. Lovely switch out to Pierce. Down the line looking for Bergamy. Anderson loses out. Haynes cuts inside. Shot was blocked from Carvalho well. Haynes. Mikhail. Switches to Pierce. South Perth Alliance keeping possession well. Will this build-up result in a goal? Mikhail. Bergamy tries to find Mikhail. It's given away, and now a chance for the FutScarbs on the break. Rungsawang comes out. He's got to be careful here. It's given away. But Bergamy does just enough to deal with the danger. Now South Perth Alliance on the break. Norton Myra squeezes it down the line to Carvalho, but it looks like the ball was out of play. Mikhail takes it quickly into Bergamy's feet. Myra doing well defensively. Bergamy lays it off the line to Mikhail. Back to Bergamy. Inside to Pierce. Well defended by Elias. Carvalho tries to scoop it over the top into Fernando Elias's run. As Lachlan De Silva back on for Justin Pierce rather. Mikhail tries to switch it to Haynes. Haynes' touch let him down there. Elias. Now Kenneth Anderson. This is where he's dangerous. Elias. Inside to Carvalho. De Silva. Great work by Carvalho. Lays it off to Anderson. Who nubs at it with the toe poke but couldn't pick out the corner. Just over the bar. But that's what Kenneth Anderson will give you. You can't even give him an inch inside the area. You can get those shots away with the smallest areas of space. Haynes. Fakes on to the left, cuts on the right, does the same again but loses out this time. Now the ball with the FutScarbs. Elias to Ferreira. Under pressure here, Ferreira is going to have to be good. Somehow gets it through to Elias. De Silva's there. Haynes is there. De Silva has rattled the crossbar. Nakamura was beaten. But De Silva couldn't direct his effort on goal. It was a lovely flicked pass from Bergamy. And Ferreira's given it away. Haynes bursting down the byline, but couldn't get the cross in. Nakamura over the top. Ferreira runs it into touch. 14 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Mikhail to Chenawi. De Silva back to Mikhail. Switches play to Bergamy. And back to Bergamy once more. Cuts inside, does Luca Bergamy. Tries to find Haynes. Poor clearance from Ferreira. Bergamy, well saved by Nakamura. It's cleared into a dangerous area. Mikhail trying to burst forward, but Kyle Oyema did just enough. And the pressure is oncoming from South Perth Alliance. The FutScarbs have struggled this second half, and now another chance maybe. Chenawi trying to win it back. Ferreira. Good ball down the line to find Oyema. Will he get there? And the FutScarbs will get it from the sideline. Ferreira! And it's taken a touch from De Silva on the way. Wagner Araujo. Up the line to Myra. Back to Araujo. Back out to Myra. Who clips it in the direction of the goal. as Dara Jabiri back on now for Luca Bergamy. Here's Jabiri. And now Chenoweth. Jabiri. Kato cuts inside. Good save from Nakamura. And cleared into the roof by Halil Neto. Jabiri. Chenoweth. Trying to go one-on-one down the line against Ferreira. Squeezes it out to Lachlan De Silva. Chenoweth once more. Fires from an acute angle. It was a venomous effort, but couldn't really trouble Nakamura. He's been good since coming on, I must say. A poor pass from Ferreira that's given away. Nawoyima trying to go down the line. Neto back to Oyema. Neto once more. Ferreira could it be good here. And squeezes it down the line to Oyema. That's a good ball. And Kato putting it behind the FutScarbs. Will get it back from the sideline. Halil Neto. Neto plays it to Araujo. And it will be a corner for FutScarbs. Araujo from the sideline. Neto, toe poke. And he's forced a good save out of Rung Sawang. It's where Halil Neto is dangerous. You've seen him score these type of goals before. Quiero, centering ball. Araujo, still going. Rung Sawang out with this smother. Neto switches it to Quieros. Ferreira, Araujo. Neto couldn't find him. As Justin Pearce coming on for Dara Jabiri. It's Chenoweth. Pearce. Inside. Kato rather couldn't lay it off. Chenoweth with a firing effort off the left. Pearce in the centre. Kato. Back to Pearce. Araujo trying to go for a run. Gets around Pearce. But a well-timed sliding challenge from Omar Chenoweth, the goal scorer. Neto. Ball down the line, intercepted by Chenoweth, who doesn't manage to keep it in play. Neto with the toe poke, but this time it's over and above the target. 1-1 the score. Omar Chenoweth for South Perth, Matthias Carvalho for FutScarbs. We'll go to a quick outbreak and be back in just a moment. And the FutScarbs are ready, or roaring and ready to go. It's Matthias Carvalho, Norton Mara, Andre Duna and Brian Quieros for South Perth Alliance. It's Omar Chenoweth, Justin Pearce, Benjamin Mikhail and Kichi Kato. Chenoweth to Mikhail in the centre to Kato. Carvalho tries to play Mara through. Chenoweth doing really well defensively, showing us he can do it at both ends of the court. And that's fallen to Quieros, who opted not to strike and let it run. Duna, his effort was blocked by Mikhail. Duna again, and that one over the bar. Pierce checks off for Haynes. Mikhail. Now Bo Haynes has had a very good game tonight. Can he add the cherry on top with a goal? A winning goal, perhaps. 8 minutes left on the clock. Here's Shinawi. Down the line to Kano. Plays it across to Mikhail. Haynes trying to go down the line, but just running out of real estate on that left wing. Andre Duna. A long ball over looking for Carvalho, but couldn't find the number 17's run. Namchawat Rungsawang plays it to the feet of Mikhail. Out wide to Shinawi. Across to Haynes. Haynes inside to Kato. Intercepted by Myra. And Myra gives it away, but it's luckily fallen to Duna. Here's Mateus Carvalho. Shinawi. Advantage has been played. And the rolling foul will get given against South Perth Alliance. In fact, it will get brought back for the free kick. Benji Mikhail with the number 15 standing over it. Mikhail to Shinawi. Inside looking for Kato. But cleared away by the larger frame of Norton Myra. Bo Haynes bringing it in from touch. Shinawi. Out wide to Mikhail. Back to Shinawi, who tries to find Kato at that back post, but Duna blocked the pass. Mikhail, block shot. Quieros trying to play it through. Duna toes it on to Quieros. Over the top ball, looking for the runner Carvalho, but it was hit behind him. As Luca Bergamy back on now for South Perth Alliance. Shinawi. Mikhail. Almost given away there from Benji Mikhail. Quieros couldn't keep it in the field of play. Haynes. Mikhail. Now Shinawi. Back to Mikhail, chips it down the line. Bergamy, here's Mikhail, and now Bo Haynes. Well saved again from Nakamura. Omar Shinawi rather, has a lethal left foot from this kind of distance. So does Bo Haynes, who will strike it. Mikhail made a little bit of a meal of it with a pass, but now it's with Carvalho, who's towed it onto Duna. This is a real chance. Goal's open. And Bergamy not taking any risks there, putting it behind. Myra. Quieros. Given away to Shinawi. Omar Shinawi bursts down the line. And what a finish from Omar Shinawi. The ball was glued to that bottom corner. As a second goal for the man puts South Perth Alliance in the lead as the FutScarbs call a timeout. Omar Shinawi 2, South Perth 2. Charles Carvalho, FutScarbs 1. We'll go to a quick out break and be back in just a moment. And the timeout called by FutScarbs has come to a conclusion. It's Carvalho, Anderson, Myra, and Elias. The South Perth Alliance, it's Myra with a chance. It was Elias rather, but for South Perth Alliance, it's Takahisa Kawakami, Luca Bergamy, Benji, Mikhail, and Justin Pearce. Can FutScarbs snag an equaliser? Carvalho, well saved from Rung Sawang. Myra, Elias, and fires over the bar. Rung Sawang to the feet of Mikhail. Kawakami, back to Mikhail. Kawakami once more, Mikhail again. Pearce, down the line. Mikhail, nice turn. Bergamy out wide. Plays it to the edge of the area. But now Carvalho's all alone to draw the FutScarbs level. Mateus Carvalho can't get this shot off. It was a good defensive recovery from Justin Pearce to apply the pressure. As Mikhail coming to the bench for a rest, it's Kano. He's back on. Kawakami down the line to Bergamy. And Anderson smothers the pass. Kawakami, ball out wide, but it's gone out of play. 3 minutes and 30 left on the clock. Elias, nice ball. Carvalho. Back rolls it into Anderson to level the scoring. Rung Sawang does well. The danger's not cleared yet. But in the end, a second save from Rung Sawang was enough. Haynes back on now for South Perth Alliance. Bergamy. Anderson through to Carvalho, who's been left unmarked. Was Rung Sawang outside the area? Referee says no. Anderson finding himself off the leash up top. Can FutScarbs snag an equaliser? They've looked good after this timeout. Here's Anderson again, and that is a foul. No complaints from Luca Bergamy. The FutScarbs bench trying to argue that it was last man, but the referee's cards staying in their pocket. Bergamy going into the book. First booking of the evening. Along with Daniel Barras. So 2 yellow cards in the same passage of play. One for a foul, one for dissent, but nevertheless, it's Norton Myra with the free kick. Can FutScarbs equalise with 2 minutes left on the clock? Myra lays it off to Elias. Haynes comes in with a timely block. Elias once more. Myra tries to play it to the back post. Haynes wins the header. Elias. Anderson. Lovely feet. Switches play. Myra tries to play it inside. Haynes clearing any danger. Nakamura. And was Carvalho brought to ground. Referee says no. Bergamy is going to have to be careful. It's a match-up we've got to keep an eye on. Pearce gets beyond Anderson. Down the line finds Kano. And now the chance for FutScarbs is coming. Carvalho put out by Kichi Kato. In fact, it was Rakuro Kano. And a bit of handbags going on off the ball between Roberto Boy and Norton Myra. But nevertheless, it's sideline ball for FutScarbs. Carvalho's being marshalled closely in the middle. Haynes does well. Elias can't win it up high. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Will we see an equaliser? Anderson can't keep it in. Kano tries to play it quickly to Pearce, but it's straight into Anderson. Haynes makes a good run, but his touch was poor. Now a chance for the FutScarbs to press up high. Bergamy Down the line to Kano. Haynes has broken the line. A chance for Boy Haynes to seal it. And he does. Boy Haynes makes it 3-1. To the delight of the South Perth Alliance boys. And the FutScarbs are going to go fifth man. McHale's going to come back on alongside Omar Chanawi. But I think they've done enough to get the job done with 49 seconds left on the clock. And fifth man from the FutScarbs, Elias rather, Neto. Ball to the back post. Quieros! It's gone in! They have a chance. An immediate response from Brian Quieros from the fifth man. Are they going to continue? Quieros is going to stay in net. The FutScarbs have to press high. Pierce. Bergamy. Back to Pierce. Is late drama in store. It's their one last twist in their tail. Araujo. Elias down the line. Pierce there to block the pass. Fernando Elias just searching for a ball to be able to kick in. Referee Annie Farrell gets him one. Fernando Elias, it's crunch time now for the FutScarbs. It's now or never. Elias, Araujo, Neto. Cross-court ball, Rung Sawang's claimed it. And he goes for goal. It's going to be for Nantuwa Rung Sawang with an amazing full-court kick to seal the victory with 6 seconds left on the clock. The South Perth Alliance have dealt with the adversity, they've dealt with the pressure, and they've sealed the victory. None other than Nantuwa Rung Sawang, who's had an excellent game tonight. Anderson still going, Araujo, but the final whistle goes. South Perth Alliance win 4-2. 2 goals from Omar Chanawi, 1 to Boy Haynes and 1 to Nantuwa Rung Sawang. And for the FutScarbs, Mateus Carvalho and Brian Quieros. What an entertaining match that one was. And in the next game, we will see the South Perth Pumas take on the Spearwood Lions in the last match of the night. Make sure you stick around.